Welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum did pump quite a bit, and I also did a live stream just after that. If you missed that, you can still watch it on the channel. Yeah, we broke that 1280 level. So I mentioned to you, if we break above 1280, we can consider a more bullish scenario. While it doesn't invalidate all bearish scenarios, it definitely increases the probability for a breakout. And we had quite a bit of a pump. One thing where I'm still a bit skeptical is just that pretty much only ETH was pumping. I mean, generally the crypto market is in the green today, but the main coin that was pumping was ETH. So Bitcoin hasn't really started yet. Yes, Bitcoin did move up as well, but Bitcoin has not moved out of the range yet. So you can see here Ethereum is this range, yeah, and it hasn't moved out yet. So this is a bit problematic. Bitcoin would have to go above 23K, 23.3K to achieve the same. And we need to be a bit careful. This could have just been a bit of a short squeeze here. Could be genuine, could be a proper pump and something more sustainable. But obviously a lot of people had their shorts positioned here. And if it was just pushing a little bit higher than that, obviously they were all triggered. Their stops were triggered and they had to buy back at higher prices, leading to this massive spike. It's weekend, could have also been a bit of a whale games going on. So we are not out of the woods yet entirely. So we can also take a look at a bearish scenario that's still possible. But I have to be honest with you, the bullish scenario is getting more likely, something that I told you would happen if we go above 1280. So whatever I want, in any scenario, because we had not yet seen price confirmation, the bearish scenario had to remain a primary. Now I'm going to consider to change the bullish one to primary, basically because we saw it already in the Elliott Wave patterns here, the potential of a breakout. Now it has happened, and now, because we need to see it in the Elliott Wave patterns, and we need to see volume, and we need to see price confirmation, and then we can make a bullish scenario primary. And now it's starting to get promising. From the low here at 880, we can count here a 1 to the upside, a 2 to the downside. Impulse up, corrective move down. Here we can count another impulse up and a corrective wave down. So a 1 2 1 2 setup where each of these lows was higher than the previous one, setting us up for a potential bullish move. Yeah. And we then started to move up now in a wave 3. So this was the bullish scenario already showed you. This seems to be working out. However, what we didn't do, and that is what I expected, to retrace stronger. We did retrace, yeah, here around 1260 yesterday in my video, I made you aware that we are going to retrace down. We did not quite reach the level I expected we would reach. In fact, we did not even reach the 38.2% FIB level. Highly unlikely or unusual. It would indicate something more bullish was going on here. So a lot of strength in the chart. So that was a very short wave too. A very short wave too, actually a bit too short, but okay, fair enough. So this is currently looking like we're heading into the bullish scenario. 1 2 1 2 and here another 1 2 pattern, which would indicate we are now in yellow wave 3. That would, and we can calculate the target, I did it in the live stream as well. That would now, to fulfill the bullish scenario, it would need to move to 1637. Yeah, this is what needs to happen. Of course, it won't move up in a straight line. There will be a 1 2 3 4 5 again in the third wave. The third wave, normally the strongest one. We can already see something more promising here, but the retracement is quite strong. But still, if we hold here, this is all still within the scope of what a bullish breakout, what could happen in a bullish breakout. So we are still above the 50% FIB retracement. And if we move down to the 61.8% FIB level, the most relevant one, then we would still be holding above 1280. So I think for the bullish scenario, it would actually be quite good to retest that 1280 level from above, flip it, resistance for support, building the case further for the breakout. Yeah. So I already told you in the last few videos, it's best to allow for both options. It's best to allow for both options. Already had a few comments again that someone, just because I told you, in my primary expectation is the price will go lower, that they now missed out. Honestly, don't, use my TA and everybody's TA just for orientation. come to your own conclusions. Yeah, this is only my own opinion, and I allowed for a bullish option here. Yeah, we talked about it. Even though 25% probability, I told you, this is still 25%, not zero. Okay, so I told you that it is probably in the last 7 to 8 months the highest probability for a breakout. And yeah, you know, there we are. Now, if this is something sustainable, we'll see. Yeah, probably the next few days will show us. I sketched out for you here how a breakout could work out in a 1-2, 1-2. Then here now another 1-2 pattern with the wave 3 coming up, the wave 4 and the wave 5. This wave 5 in yellow would only be the wave 3 in orange, then the wave 4 in orange, the wave 5 in orange, that would be only the wave 3 in blue, then a wave 4 in blue and a wave 5 in blue. And then when we reach that, all of this will be corrected. And that would be another entry point, yeah, for anybody who missed this. Now it could also be that what I've labeled here as blue wave 2 is in fact here, and we can take out an entire 1-2 setup. This remains to be seen. This all would then be an A, B, C. Doesn't make a great difference now. It will make a difference up here how high we can go. We'll see. We'll take it from there. Now, again, we need to see if this was just, how do they say in England, just a storm in a teacup, or if this is something more sustainable. Definitely a move above 1280 now, more promising, and we can consider making the bullish scenario the primary expectation. But I want to see a little bit more price structure emerging here now in the maybe today and tomorrow to make that decision. The bearish scenario is still possible, yeah, unfortunately, even though this imminent sell-off scenario has been invalidated. So what is still possible, what I showed you in the previous video, is a WXYXZ pattern, yeah, where you have different targets for that. That is basically a three-wave, 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 three-wave pattern, after which we would start the sell-off. So we are not entirely out of the woods, but it will definitely increase probabilities even further if we achieve here the target, what did I say, around 1600 for the wave 3. Because we should not get in that Z wave, we should not get to 1600. So what would be the target for a wave Z? So this is a corrective wave pattern. This is the bearish scenario, has moved back a little bit now in the probabilities based on this latest pump. But again, we need to be a bit skeptical because Ethereum has pretty much been the only coin really pumping at the moment, at least. So target for a Z wave. There are 3 targets. The 61.8% of wave W would be a shorter wave Z. We've already moved above that. Then the 1-to-1 ratio. We've just achieved that at 1400. So we could, you know, if we're in a bearish one, we could reverse to the downside here, be on high alert for a possible reversal. In that case, we would lose 1280. And if we lose 1280, I think we need to be on high alert for a crash, or at least that the bearish scenario is working out. So 1280 is sort of the magical level. And a move above, and the third target is the 1.236 extension of the wave W. That would be at $1,500. Therefore, you can see if we reach the target for the wave 3 in yellow at above 1600, it would probably throw this WXYXZ pattern out of the window. It would become much less likely. So the next few hours or days will probably show. Alright, so hopefully you liked the update about ETH. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And yeah, if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.